What's up, everybody? We have some exciting news today. It's partially exciting, partially terrifying news today. I'll let you guys decide what you think it is. I think it's a little bit of both, actually, for me. Personally, it's exciting because I don't know if this is actually legit, or I don't know if this is this was fabricated by... Because, you know, sometimes you have fans that fabricate stuff. I've seen some fans that do pretty good. Not quite this good. No offense, guys. No offense, guys. But this looks more like legit than some of the other ones. But I've seen some fan-made stuff that's like summoners were like sequel. Like then you're like, okay, it's fan-made, obviously. But that was like it's still pretty good looking, you know. Not bad. But this one looks actually somewhat realistic. So I got two screenshots. I'm gonna show you guys. Here's the first one. So this is supposed to be a sequel to Summoner's War, but it's not like the regular Summoner's War where we have teams of monsters like an RPG like Final Fantasy where you have teams of monsters. This is more of an MMORPG where you play as one character, I guess, and you're doing stuff that way. It's kind of confusing. Like I see like some of the standard elements on the top of the graphical user interface. We see like the character progression, etc., etc., etc. We see little cogs like info. I mean, this is of course in development, so you don't even know what's. This could be just placeholders, right? And we have the little compass, whatever. And then we see this is from Naver, guys. Naver is like like a Korean, like a Korean style Facebook. Like it's a social media platform. So this is where this is from. But these are early development screenshots. It does kind of look pretty legit, though. It scares me that okay, so we'll talk about that, like why it scares me, and it's also exciting at the same time. We see some salamanders, right? We see some. These look like they could be the next iteration of the salamanders. I don't know what this guy is. They could have. I mean, some of these monsters could just be new monsters. I'm not entirely sure what they are. New monsters. This is a new character. It's not strange to think that like in a sequel there's new monsters and some of the old monsters are gone, you know, whatever. Hopefully Orion leaves. No, I like Orion. I just don't like him on defense. So, but this is an MMORPG style game. So it's a different style of gameplay, right? Summoners were characters, but different style of gameplay. So we see Lucian here, obviously. Is this, and we see Darien. These are the Lucian and Darien and the Crackdons, I guess. I'm assuming they're fire element, or maybe they're just, maybe there is no element. Maybe they're just, I don't know. Maybe they did away with the elements as we know them, and there's just different jokers, but they're not necessarily element types. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're. I mean, it's all in development, so this is supposed to be. They're talking about releasing this in 2018, so it's not gonna be anytime new. But we do see some of the characters we know, and the graphics are good enough to make me believe that it actually is a legitimate game, right? We're not really seeing too much. I don't see. I mean, this could just be placeholder icons, but I also wonder, like, why just placeholder? Why placeholder icons? But also, coming in from a game development standpoint myself, I have a history in game design, game development. I've been in the industry for a while. I haven't been in the industry recently, but quite a while ago I was in the industry. And yes, we do actually use you do use different things that, like, well, even if we have the graphics and the characters, like, sometimes they don't match up. So that is actually kind of realistic, coming from a standpoint. What we'll do sometimes is we'll see if the rig is working with multiple different characters, that we'll see if the different code is working with multiple different characters, and we'll have like we'll start with one thing, right? We'll say, okay, we got this character, we're going around, we're testing things with this character. We'll take the model out, and we'll put the model with like a new model of a different character in, and it still has the same graphical user interface attached to it, if that makes any sense. So just the fact that they don't match doesn't necessarily mean that this is somehow wrong. So that could be why that doesn't match, because I don't see anything like this is like Chimera skill and like JoJo skill and like, okay. Or it could just be the same icons, but like totally different skills. Like this could be completely not even related to chimeras and stuff. But speaking of chimeras, we do have a second picture here. Again, doesn't make any sense, but I also think that if Like the icons, I mean, don't make any sense. But I also think if it was like if a fan was trying to fabricate it, they would have taken the time to use like the right they would have picked the right icons if they wanted to make it look realistic. Whereas like a developer would be like, I'm just trying to test things out, so I'm not going to take the time to switch out every icon every time I want to use a new rig. So that's one of the things it makes. I know you guys might think that it's like, no, this makes it seem like it's wrong and fake, but in my mind, I'm like, no, that kind of makes it make more sense to me. But we see here Darian. We see, of course, Rakan. God damn, why did you have to keep Rakan in? Why did you have to keep Rakan in the game? I hate him. And we see some more, I guess they're wind salamanders. They must really like those salamanders. But it's, I guess, the same islands, because we saw, in the first one, we saw this, like, cart thing that was broken open. So the other stuff, the other action scene would have been to the left. Again, early development. This looks like samurai skills, though. Samurai icons, and then a bomb. And then would tyrants freeze? So, I mean, it could just be testing, you know, different whatevers, different. Like I said, it could just be testing things. But it kind of scares me and it kind of excites me in the same thing. Like, okay, from my standpoint, I'm like, Summoners War is a huge part of my YouTube channel. Let's be real. Summoners War is a huge part of my YouTube channel. Yes, the channel will survive after Summoners War, but like, it's gonna go through some, you know, like when you're growing your hair out and you're like, it gets, like, it's cool when it's like short, and then you like grow it out to a point, it's like in that like strange phase of like, really doesn't, like, what's going on here? And then you grow it out longer and you're like, okay, now it's cool again. That's, you know, you kind of worry when you're in my place. You kind of worry about things like that. So the fact that there is more Summoners War coming out, it's like, okay, well, don't need to worry too much about that then, even though I'll just play other games, whatever. But that just means I have to get invested into a second Summoners War, and my life will never move on past goddamn Summoners War. Come to us. Why come to us? You keep reeling me back in, because you know I'm gonna have to like play this like all the time, right? It's not, I don't have a choice. But it also worries me, like, does that mean that that they plan on ramping down the Summoners War? Like, or do they plan on integrating this? Here's what I want to know. Do they plan on integrating this with the current Summoners War? Because I could definitely, like, see sequels, you know, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. You know, there's spin-offs, Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies had, you know, a couple of different spin-offs. They take that franchise, they're like, you know what, our characters are really well known. Summoners War is really well known. Just like the other things, like, it's just a franchise. It's just using the things that you have. You have assets, you have a brand, you have brand recognition. You want to make the most out of that. You can just slap it on something. Not slap it on. I mean, I don't think that Come To Us is going to just slap it on something and half-ass it. I think that Come To Us, as much as I hate them sometimes, they're gonna put the work in, I'm sure, to make it a good game. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, it was sooner or later there was gonna be something where it's like the sequel to Summoners War. It's been a couple years, so we're gonna start seeing spin-offs, and it could just be that's what it could be, you know, because you see some games where an initial game comes out, like I mentioned, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, Plants vs. Zombies. You see, like, they're still supporting earlier games. They're still supporting different things. But you see new things in the same brand, in the same family, coming out as well. So you can still play Clash of Clans, and yet you can also play Clash Royale, whichever you choose. People still playing Clash of Clans. It's alright. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. But they have a new thing from the same brand that they know and love, that they can enjoy too. So yeah, it makes me. Oh my god, how much money are they gonna make from this though? It's a gold mine for them. It's a gold mine for them. It's one of the highest grossing mobile games that ever. So obviously it was going to have a sequel, right? So it looks legit though. It looks pretty legit though. I will leave a link in the description. I skimmed over the stuff I tried to translate somewhat and then skim over it. But that's all I picked up from that, and I will leave a link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm excited. it's gonna be. I like MMOs are cool. I don't know what I'm gonna think about it. I mean, yeah, it's more stuff to play. We will. It'll definitely have a ton of airtime on the channel, and I know it's gonna have a ton of airtime on the rest of the Summoners War channels. Like everyone's gonna play it, you know. Everyone's gonna play it. It's not even an option. It's not like you're gonna see the rest of everyone else like, oh, we're not gonna play the new Summoners War. We're just gonna stick the old. No, everyone's gonna play the new one too. We're just all gonna play both of them, right? That's what's gonna happen. So yeah, there's not gonna be anything where it's like, you know, we stop playing one and play the other, or we don't play the new one to play only the old one. I think everyone's just gonna play both of them. But that's good for us. That's good for Com2uS. That's good for the brand to keep it new and fresh and exciting. Please, though, please, Com2uS, don't stop doing Summoner. Like, don't just shut. I mean, they're not going to shut down Summoners War. As long as they're making money, they're not going to shut it down. But at least continue there's still, where's that Atlantis level or whatever people are calling it, the Atlantis level, the last level in scenario that like isn't even unlocked yet. I want to see that. I want to see what it is. It's been forever. Can we finish that, please? Can we finish that? I would love to see it. We got Live Arena. We wanted to see Atlantis. Com2uS wanted Live Arena because they want it to be an esport, but maybe this will be an esport. That's all they want, is to be an esport. That's really all they want. But it looks like it's going to be a mobile game, though, guys. For any of you that are wondering what platform it's going to be on, it looks like it's most likely going to be a mobile game. I mean, judging from the icons alone, PC. I mean, Com2uS really is a mobile developer, right? Com2uS is a mobile developer, so it's most likely going to be a mobile game based on that, based on the icon sizes, based on a lot of the graphical user interface elements. That I mean, everything screams mobile game right now, right? So it does not. PC would have been different. It would have had different icons, different layout. It's like subtle differences, subtle like things you could tell, right? I mean, maybe it's easy for a lot of people to say, "Oh, yes, obviously it's a mobile game," but some people are like, "I don't know, this could be anything," but it does look like mobile game. All right, guys. So sorry you can't play it on your PS4. Damn. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like I said, I'll leave a link to the thing, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to know what you guys think as well. All I'm doing is reporting on information that was given to me. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always next video.